What's up, y'all? It's DJ J Love, and you usually hear me on air on the Culture Clinic, but today we got something a little different, a little special today, something you didn't know you needed, and I'm here with some fellow DJs right here if y'all would like to introduce yourselves.
My name's Big Mike.
I'm Vince.
And where y'all from?
I'm from New York.
I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Nice. So, going off of that, we're going to get into the questions and everything, and we're going to start off with this today. And what inspired both of you to get into DJing?
Well, honestly, I just saw my friend had a tiny little board, and I just asked a simple question if I could just mix. And then since then, it's just the love for music.
There you go. That's a good answer.
I had to let him go first because he's the one who actually got me into DJing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I just
Nice.
came to school actually last just one semester, and I went over to his place not even knowing him with his freshman year roommate, and he was just spinning it, and I was just like amazed by it.
Uh-huh.
So I was like,
I have to
2 months later, he wanted to move on, and he sold me that board. So
oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So I see. Yeah. No, but going off of that, I started this summer, and I've always had a love for music, as you know, working here and seeing DJs when you're going out and all, and it looks so fun. It's like, why can I not do that? I should try to tap in and do something like that. So it's all the connections and just that love for music. It really just inspires you to, take that next step and do something yourself. But going off of that, what's speaking of DJ equipment, he said that you got his board, right? He sold you the board and all. So what's your favorite software to use? I don't know if you've upgraded since then or what you've upgraded to, but what is your favorite software to use and favorite genre to mix?
Well, that board actually was a tractor. So
any
other DJs out there know that is an interesting take for a first board, but we quickly moved on. I mean, I'll let him talk because he moved on before I did.
Well, I went from the tractor software, which is kind of confusing, but it's more of a third-party software. But I started using Rekordbox to start out, and then I ended up moving to Serato because I liked fast-paced, open format mixing better. But I'm sticking with Serato mostly.
Yeah, I got into Serato originally because he was using it when I was playing with him, and ever since then, because we have a buddy now who uses Rekordbox all the time that we play with, so we have to use Rekordbox for some of the shows we play at.
Yeah.
So
is it different than Serato? Because I've only used Serato.
Yeah, so Rekordbox focuses on the fine details of club mixing, and Serato's more of an open format. Any genre goes. Yeah. It's kind of more of a general format.
Okay.
I've worked in the wedding industry as a roadie, and I've been in, I've watched professional 40-year-old DJs do these weddings, and all of them use Serato. I've never seen one of them use Rekordbox. I think the main thing is just stems.
Yeah.
Stems for anything the stems is insane.
Because it makes it more fun to mix with stems because you can get way more creative and everything. But
you're saying, when you do original music, it's a lot harder to, when you're mixing stuff.
Cut out the parts that you only want to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, and it makes for a smoother transition too because you can have that reverb if you don't take out a stem, and it's what's really going on? But taking that out can really just make it a lot more smoother. Yeah, it changes the game for sure. But going off of how you said Serato is a more open platform, you can mix better with genres and all. What is your favorite genre to mix? Ultimately.
I'll let you start with that one.
I started with house music, and I love house music, I really do, but I just said I got into the wedding industry, so I found a love for that kind of original style, the R&B, and watched a lot of DJs since then do that original kind of music, so I've grown a love for that. And then this guy is just a hard, I'll let him tell you his style. I love his style.
I love every form of EDM. My favorite, just for fun, is probably drum and bass or dubstep, just for fun. But I really feel that connection with house music and house remixes. It's a great speed to throw out at a party, but I had to learn how to open format like rap and hip hop from different BPMs at frat parties and 100%. Stuff, and sorority events. I've done plenty of those, but definitely some drum and bass. You can't go wrong with drum and bass.
But no, you take house party mixes, and what's good about those remixes is you usually have a standard BPM for that. Where hip hop, it's all over the place.
Yeah, you might be playing a song at 120 BPM, and your crowd's not loving it, so you have to switch it up to a 65 R&B says it. It could be just anything.
Yeah, for sure. And for those of you that don't know what BPM is, that's how fast the music is basically playing on the DJ set. So you know what's getting you going, like that fast pace. It's usually all because of that BPM. But yeah. So moving on from that though, like this will be a fun question right here. What is the process of preparing a mix? Like, what gets you locked in? How do you know what song or remix you're about to transition into that you know the crowd's about to go wild for?
Well, I use a software called Mixed in Key, which reads all of my tracks, the energy level of the track. It takes the exact key from the track, so I could do harmonic mixing. So whenever I'm like looking at a party and I see people are not really engaged with me, I'll look through my playlist and I'll look for a little bit higher energy track, and usually it's something everybody knows. Like you cannot go wrong with Dancing Queen. You know, you're not going wrong with Dancing Queen. But it takes a couple seconds to actually figure out what track you should play. But from there, it's just reading off what the audience is giving you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, I say whenever I go to play at a place, I immediately look at who I'm playing for and where I'm playing. So like you said, it's a frat. It's a frat. It's a more open format.
Yeah.
You know, you might need to have anything. So realistically, I mean, yeah. But just clubs, when you go to a club, or I've done actually like my cousin's wedding after party. Like I knew exactly what they kind of wanted to hear. When you get into the wedding industry, they'll give you playlists and stuff like that, and then you kind of base it off what they want to hear.
I heard in the wedding industry requests are big too. As long as you just keep those requests going, then
they actually send an entire sheet that includes like, you know, I think 20 songs. And then it also goes through all the genres you want to hear. It goes through all the songs you don't want to hear, all the genres you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So it gives you really in-depth things. But when you come to clubs and stuff like that, you're obviously not going to get that. So you kind of just have to look at the club. I'd say showing up to the party at least once before is definitely something that's going to help.
You bring your collective of music to a club or a bar. From there on, it's the DJ's job to pick and choose what the audience is actually feeling. They're not going to tell you what they're feeling. You actually have to start playing music and see what they like and what they.
And then kind of transition from that. No, and I've noticed that too, because like you have like house parties and stuff like that. It seems to be more remix, where when you're at the club or the bar, it is like the actual track. Of like a hip hop song or a pop song. Just, you know, the original version of it. But speaking of performing, you know, getting the crowd going crazy and all, what has been your favorite moment while performing? And this can be from any gig you've done, like anywhere. It doesn't have to be Greenville, just in general.
One recent one, since I'm from Wilmington, I went and checked in on the Dirty Dance in Wilmington. And just one night at the bar, and I gave them my number, said text me if you need anything. The next day at 11, they texted me. They said they needed a event DJ for 2 to 5. And this frat rented out the whole bar for this cool philanthropy event, and I had the whole downstairs club to myself for 3 hours.
Wow.
And there was no one in there except for the bouncer. Honestly, there was no one in there but the bouncer. Occasionally some parents would walk down, see I'm playing some EDM, and just walk back up. It was a nice day outside. I don't blame anybody. They had a band out there too. But that's probably one of my most favorite, just to play whatever I want for 3 hours and still get paid for it.
It was almost like you're just like practicing, you're having
pretty
fun
much.
with it, and
On a club sound
it. So
that was fun.
I would say so. My cousin actually just got married. Which is the first marriage of our, you know, cousins and stuff.
I got you.
And she asked me to play at the after party. And when I was preparing, I was looking through the list they sent to the reception DJ. And I noticed their first song, or their first dance. The song they had was a song that I absolutely loved, and I had an amazing SoundCloud remix for it.
There you go.
But the problem was
they've never heard it before. Like, it's something new, but it's the song they love. So you know.
But here was the problem. When I also scrolled down, it said no EDM. So I was sitting there like, do I play? What do I do? So I had to fly because they all are in. You know, it was in Pennsylvania or whatever.
You take your board too, right?
Yeah, I have a flight case. I've done it so many times. That board.
Wait, was it like a carry-on? Like you had to put it up on?
No. That board is underneath. It's 40 pounds, dude. Yeah, it's got to go underneath and stuff.
Wow. Okay.
It's a heavy case.
But it rolls, so it's fine.
It's like a suitcase.
But anyway, so they said no EDM, and I, in the airport, made a mashup of basically the first like 30 to 40, I think it was a minute of that of their first dance songs so that they could dance. And then it mixed so cleanly into my EDM remix, so it sounded like a crazy thing, and they loved it, absolutely loved it. Like I have
Wow,
videos
okay.
of it, and she like it was a fun,
Nice.
like it was a moment where I was
And
like,
I know that initial reaction afterwards, you're like, oh, I'm about to kill this. Like,
yeah. And it was late at night when I played.
As soon as their eyes look up, you're like, yep, let's go.
It's time. Yeah, let's go time. But, okay, now this doesn't really have to relate to DJing, but what is something you can't live without? This is a little just fun question. Just
Mike, you take the reins on that one first.
I mean, I would say my car.
Okay, yeah.
Long before, I've done so much dumb work to my car. My Honda Civic's got it's like blacked out, it's got black rims, stars, all types of wild stuff. So whenever I'm not trying to DJ, I'll take that thing out.
Nice.
But
honestly, I'm gonna just say music. But
I feel that.
You know, like if it's not something with DJing, probably some energy drinks. You know,
And
sometimes I need a little kick in the morning. I can't live without that.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, I get that. No, I mean, I'd have to say, I guess this relates to music, but mine would have to be my AirPods because like, if I'm walking to class, I gotta be locked in. I gotta have those AirPods in. If I got an exam, it's like I need to listen to this song right beforehand to get me ready. But definitely my AirPods.
Felt that.
But yeah, so and we've talked about performing and mixing at places and all, but just to paint the picture a little bit better, where have you guys been DJing at, and are there any shows and events coming up for us to look out for the audience out there at the clinic? Is there anywhere for us to look out for where you will be spinning at?
We got a big weekend ahead.
Yeah, we actually got a big weekend.
Yeah,
so
it's Halloween weekend, so you already know what's going down.
I'm running 2 parties, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Helping my boys Thursday along with Mike.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm gonna see my boys DJ at Still Life.
Actually playing.
Coming up, I'll be DJing at the Wilmington Dirty Dance on Fridays.
Okay, nice.
Every other Fridays, I'm gonna try to get down here, DJ more. I was talking to the booking manager, but yeah, if you watch me out for Dirty Dance, you'll see me.
There you go.
You'll know it's me. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can catch me everywhere.
Nice, yeah. So, and I know I'm gonna be at the Grid this weekend as well. I bet y'all are gonna be at the Grid. So yeah, so it's a lot of big things happening this weekend. A lot of stuff to look forward to. All right, and then speaking of you have there's events that you've played at, there's shows you've done and all. But where is a dream club, bar, or venue you would love to DJ at? Like if you had one place where it's like they came to you and you're like, we need you to do this tonight, you're instantly saying yes.
Electric Forest.
Electric Forest. Okay.
Yes.
Where's that at?
Electric Forest. Man, it's I know it's northern of here, so that's all I know right now. Off the top of my head, I don't know. But just throwing your board out with huge speakers and lasers in the middle of a forest just sounds so cool to me.
It's a different type of vibe. Yeah, it's a different type of vibe.
Did Levity play there?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I remember that show. Yeah.
That's cool.
I would say either High Ibiza or Space.
Okay, yeah.
Miami.
No, I've been seeing the TikToks lately saying we're going to High, let's go, like all those Ibiza things.
That's for the songs.
David Guetta made that.
David Guetta, yeah, I saw that.
At High Ibiza,
that's so cool. Yeah, I'd have to say, because since I am new to this and all, definitely I've looked at places in Miami and I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. Because that's a big scene down there and all.
It's huge expensive.
Yeah.
Come to New York, it's not as expensive. And there's some great clubs there too. I would say Marquee would be an amazing one to play at somewhere nowhere. Those are some nice ones.
All right, nice. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely have to look into that. But all right, so we've asked some great questions here. We've got to learn about the DJ scene down here in Greenville. So is there if you want to shout out your socials, Instagram, whatever, let the people know, or let them know whenever y'all will be performing, they can stay up to date with whatever's happening, and anything else you would like anyone to know.
Yeah, man. Well, my Instagram is it's just Vince, VINZ. You should follow me. I post up everywhere I am, so don't worry about it. I know Mike's got a tag too.
Yeah, I'm Mike.Stallone.
Yeah, Stallone.
So there you go. If you want to stay up to date and see what's happening with the DJ scene, it's right there. And as always, at DJ JLove, and once again at DJ.JLove_. But all right. With that being said, we will see you on the Culture Clinic from 6 to 7 on Wednesday nights. You gotta stay tuned for that. And JLove out.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. All right. Cool.